I don't even remember what's in the treasure chest. Okay. Like I said, Urshan's a bit of an odd duck. Apparently so. Okay. Now our trip across the long way round is over, and we're finally going to be able to go back to the Sandflyer crash site. Can we go this way? No. Well, anyway, let's go in here and ask Cray what the heck is going on. I will say, I'm not a real big fan of the more subdued colors they used. But, I do like the way the sprites are as expressive as they are, you know. Nina ran up and hugged Cray. She wiping her eyes from tears. The portraits are really nice. I'm a big old sucker for, like, well done sprite work. Which is probably why Odin Sphere is such a... I view that game as such a masterpiece. If you've never played Odin Sphere, the game is just frankly beautiful. It looks like somebody sat down and painted these sprites with a paintbrush. Well, that was quite an adventure, wasn't it? And strangely, it sets the tone for pretty much the rest of the game. This game could be subtitled, "Nothing Goes the Way It Should." Well, don't worry too much about it. She's safe, everyone's back. We don't have the parts, but all we wasted was a little bit of time. How'd you know that? Like I said, Urshan is a very, very mysterious and odd party member. Also, kind of needy. This is, of course, Nina narrating again. Oh. Well, that was okay. So they're talking about the dream they're having now. Alright, now, in this dream, you actually have control of everyone, and it's doing the thing again. My frame rate is... I thought I had that fixed. Well, anyway, there's a couple things to point out here. One, we have Cray in our party, but we do not have Urshan. So you need to be aware of that. The enemies here are also very, very, very powerful compared to how strong you are. They're a great source of experience if you want to go ahead and grind here, but I recommend against it due to the fact that you do not have master set. So, you know, there is a couple things I want to point out about Cray as well. Remember how Ray in Breath of Fire 3 is all fast and stealthy? He has knives, he can steal. Cray is not that. Cray is... A good comparison would be Cat without the speed. Whereas Cat and Ray were really fast, had good attack power, Cray is more of this immovable object kind of character. He has super high HP, super high defense, super high power. He is slow as hell, and he cannot cast magic worth a crap. At least attack magic. He learns earth spells as his primary element. I think he starts with one, actually. That's the wrong menu. Yeah, he doesn't. He learns attack, earth elemental attack spells, and all the status boosting magic. So that's pretty much his. The stat boosting stuff is the main reason you'd be using his AP for spell casting. Now, he's really good if you give him, say, physical attacks, something that deals a powerful blow, but at the same time doesn't cost a whole lot of AP because he has a very limited AP pool. There's an ability you can learn in this dream that's actually really good for him. It's called Wild Swing, and we'll be learning that here. Now, the enemies you can fight here are, I think, rats, gongheads, and armors. The rats give the most experience in Zenny. They'll give you 250 experience apiece and 200 Zenny. They don't really drop anything worthwhile. They do drop an item called the Toothpick. If you can get a toothpick from them, you'll have a character on later on that can equip it as an accessory, and it'll raise his critical rate chance, but the toothpick has an absurdly low drop chance. Don't bother getting it. You'll be here forever. Gong heads there's really nothing interesting about them. They are weak to wind. The enemy you really want to watch out for here, they're called armors. Basically, they drop 2 items that are, if you can get them, they'll be very, very handy. The first item, there's slot 1 item, which is the item you can steal, is called the Raptor Claws. It's a weapon for Urshan. And it's wind elemental, and it's very powerful for this point in the game. It's meant for a couple of hours in is when you're supposed to acquire it. It's not necessarily a disc 1 nuke, but it makes Urshan a lot more powerful. Hanging around and getting one of those is not necessarily a bad idea. In fact, I'm probably going to do that right now off screen. Basically, to avoid yourself from getting too powerful, run away from anything that isn't an armor. The other item the armors drop is called the Cuirass. It is a really, really good piece of chest equipment. However, let me see if I can't get into a battle with an armor to demonstrate. The armors have a Come on, be in armor. No, toxic flies. Shoot. Toxic flies, you can learn chlorine from them. Don't even. I'm gonna just escape from them if it'll let me. No, of course not. That would be too. Yeah, see how powerful the enemies are. But anyway, I'll do all this off screen, or if I even do it at all. Usually I can end up with a Raptor Claw before I get out of here. They drop it normally. If you want to get cuirasses, you're going to have to do a little more farming. If you're playing along and you end up at this point before, I post the next video, basically the armors, as you do physical damage to them, with your regular attacks, if you do a regular physical hit on them, it damages their armor. If you do X number of damage on their armor, you'll see a little star next to the damage they're taking. If you break their armor, they won't drop the cuirass anymore. So you need to actually use magical attacks to deal with them. And that's pretty much how you get the cuirass. I had a list of the drop percentages and all this, but I don't have it pulled up right now, so I can't tell you the drop percentage. Honestly, getting cuirass is not worth it, but if you can, getting a Raptor Claw is fairly worth it from this point in the game. So anyway, I'll see you guys next time on Breath of Fire 4.